certain there are many viewers, what's going on? It's me, John D. Villarreal, and I'm here at GDC. This is where it all goes off, the Game Developers Conference 2011, and we're at the AMD booth, and we're talking with Neil Robinson of AMD. Now, you are like the man here, and you've got all kinds of stuff to tell us about what AMD is all about right now. They have the hottest and the fastest graphics card in the business right now. Now, Neil, what's up with AMD?
Well, basically, we've got a lot of technology that gamers love. We introduced Eyefinity, which is what you're seeing right behind us here. Multi-screen setup, which has really sort of changed the way people are playing games, right? Being able to play a game like Dragon Age 2, but being able to see a wider view of what you're looking at is absolutely incredible. And it's not only Dragon Age 2, tons and tons of games. We've got 70 different games that basically are taking advantage of the Eyefinity technology.
Now that is so sick. Now this is like a panoramic view. What percentage of the marketplace has this setup right now, and what do you think is going to happen?
Well, I think the monitors are getting a lot cheaper, right? And the other thing that's helping here is that you can get adapters so that you can put pretty much any kind of monitor that you might have already,
TV,
or that you can get really cheap to be able to come up with this configuration.
Now, do you have to have the same brand of monitor?
Absolutely not.
Wow.
Mix and match. Different resolutions, whatever works for you, that's how it's going to be played.
Now, I know you guys are like going heads up with like Intel and NVIDIA. What advantage do you have? What do you bring into the marketplace that's maybe a better thing?
Sure. For DX11, which is the latest and greatest way of making games, and especially the graphics, we're the absolute leaders. We've got already 35 million DX11 capable graphic devices out there in the market. So we've got a lot of headway when it comes to the expertise of making these things look absolutely great. In addition to that, we've got the Eyefinity right here, and we're not limited to just 3 monitors. We can go 4, we can go 5, we can go 6. As many as you want to do, up to 6 monitors on a single graphics card, we can take advantage of it.
That's intense. What's the advantage to having like 3 monitors, 6 monitors versus like one big one?
So basically what you're getting is a lot more pixels, right?
Right, okay.
So, and with more pixels, you're able to see a lot more. Wouldn't you like to see the guy that's trying to sneak up on you? Right?
I need a lot of help like that.
Exactly.
So it's basically like, you could go high def on all these, and if you have a bigger one, it's, even if it's like a certain resolution, it's more dispersed.
Exactly.
I got you.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Now this is Dragon Age 2, super hot game from EA, coming and BioWare coming out on March 8th. What are you guys doing here, and how did you work with them? What's going on here?
Sure. So we worked with the development team BioWare on a lot of different things. We wanted, it just wasn't about Eyefinity. We wanted to make the game faster. We wanted the graphics to be even better so that when you're playing that game, you feel like you're really playing the game, right? So graphics are a lot better. Shadows, all the textures, everything's just a little bit better when you're playing it on AMD so that you get a better experience all the way around.
Wow, so if you have an AMD card, it will look even that much better.
Absolutely.
That's really cool. It's important to know. Now, how do you work with like developers and stuff? If I'm a developer and I say, hey, I want to make my game better, you know, or whatever, how do I work with AMD?
We've got a team all around the world working with game developers, no matter if you're coming from China, Japan, Korea, Canada, Germany, France, UK. It doesn't matter where you are. We've got folks on the ground that are ready to help you. Now, we'll help you in 2 different ways.
Okay.
One is technical. That's obvious, right?
Right.
We want to make it run faster. We want to make it look better. But we'll also help you on the business side, too. Maybe you need to get to a different territory. Maybe you need to be able to market your game a little bit better. We'll help you with that as well.
And obviously, you know, if I'm selling hot games out there that need the hardware, people that want the game are going to buy a better hardware at some point. So that's where the partnership comes in.
We think it's a win-win for everybody.
Now, okay, who do I talk to? Like, I'm a game developer. Obviously, the big people are already in contact with you, but if I'm a new up-and-coming game developer, who would I get in contact with at AMD? How do I start that process to work with you?
You can go directly to AMD.com, and you can go to our Developer Central website and be able to sign up right there.
Awesome. Now, let's talk quickly about some of the hardware stuff. If I'm a gamer out there, and I've maybe been looking to upgrade for a little bit right here, tell me about your product line. What do you have now? What's coming up?
We've got basically a graphics card that will fit any kind of button.
That's
right?
true. I've seen that.
Depending on what kind of performance and experience you want, how much you're willing to spend on that, we've got a card in our 6,000 lineup that'll fit the bill. And we've got plenty on our AMD.com website.
Okay.
Take a look at those. And
we'll link to it at the bottom.
And you can figure out what makes the most sense for you. Are you one of those crazy people at the very high end like this that wants the best, the fastest, we've got that. Do you want something that's a little more reasonably priced but still delivers a great gaming experience? We've got that. Are you somebody who doesn't have a whole lot of money but you still want to play those games and be able to play with the photographs and the videos and everything else on your computer? We've got something for that as well.
Now, how important is it to you in this competition to basically have the fastest, the top car?
Well, I think that's important for a lot of people, but I think what's more important is making sure you deliver something that's really affordable,
right,
that still gives a really good experience. And that's where we aim most of our product, is at what we call the sweet spot, right? Where that balance between the cost and the performance is absolutely the best.
Broad-based mid-market.
You bet. We can go faster, no problem. We can go to a little bit lower, more value category, no problem. But we design for that sweet spot for the greatest number of customers out there, because we want more people to be able to play great games.
I love that. Now let's switch gears a little bit entirely, and well, not totally entirely, and let's talk about CPUs. You guys are doing all kinds of stuff with the multiple cores, and don't you have like an 8-core coming out and all kinds of other things? What are you doing with the CPUs? And the price point that you guys are coming in at is just outstanding.
Yeah, we feel like a system that you want to buy to play your games on needs to be balanced out with great products, right? We've already talked about how great the graphics are.
Yeah.
You want to be able to have a CPU that also does really well, but you got to be able to afford it. You don't want to have to sell your house.
Right. Especially today.
Yeah, you don't have to sell your house to be able to play great games. So we offer a very affordable but very high performance product. At the same time, we're introducing a whole new type of chip. It's called our Fusion products, where you combine the CPU and the GPU onto the same chip. This allows for a really inexpensive way to pick up a notebook that allows you to have the great graphics core that we're known for years and years and years, and yet at an affordable price, and maybe at a little form factor that you can take with you on the road.
And don't you guys have the sockets where you can basically, it's a large, expansive upgradability, like you can just keep dropping the new chips in there pretty much?
We've tried to be really flexible in offering options to users, especially the folks that want to build their own systems, want to be as flexible as possible.
That's awesome, fantastic. Well, I know we're going to see some other games over here, but for now, I'm John D. Villarreal for Conservative New Media. This is Neil Robinson of AMD. We thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
Fantastic.